Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Bondi Snapshot. We're very honoured today to have a very special guest. That is the Mayor of Waverley, who's just been voted in for her third or fourth term, I think it is. We'll find out in a minute. The Mayor, Sally Betts. Thank you so much for joining us today, Madam Mayor. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here at the North Bondi Surf Club, a fabulous place for Bondi. Now, you came to Waverley, was it 35 years ago?
Yes, I've been in Australia about 42 years, but most of the time I've lived in Waverley.
That's fantastic. Now, you must have seen some amazing changes to everything in that time.
Well, you know, when I first came to Australia and I told people I lived in Bondi, people would say, oh, with the accent going down. It was not a cool place to live.
Wow.
Now when I say I live in Bondi, people say, oh, really? It was quite run down. So it's amazing how it's morphed into this dynamic world-class city.
Now, let me know, because obviously you've been mayor now for how many years?
This is my 7th year.
That's fantastic, isn't it? And you've seen Bondi grow, and obviously you've got a vision for how we're going forward. Tell me a little bit about that.
Look, we know that Bondi is the second most visited place in Australia. Of course, the beach is beautiful and the water is beautiful, but we need something else. So the pavilion itself, Bondi Pavilion, over the years has been many things to many people. We're doing a huge renovation of the pavilion. We're allocating 14 million over the next 10 years. We've just got $1 million from the federal government. This needs to be the place that everybody wants to come to in the world.
So things like, I mean, we're still going to retain that cultural sense for the pavilion, aren't we, with the gallery and the theatre?
Yes, it's a cultural centre as well as, I suppose, a swimming pavilion in a way, because you've got to have your toilets, you've got to have your change rooms. But the way the park is, we're looking to obviously improve the parking. We have this idea to take the cars away from the front of the pavilion.
And the picnic shelters, they're going to get a bit of an upgrade, aren't they?
Yes,
that's very exciting.
They're a bit sad at the moment. But you know, we're going to get more toilets. The North Bondi toilets are just being rebuilt, which is fantastic. And we're putting new toilets in next to the children's playground, because we've got so many children and that playground is used by hundreds of kids. So we're going to make it larger. We also want to build another skate track for the littlies. So right next to where we have the existing skate park. And of course what we're trying to do is make the cliff walk a little bit more accessible. If you're on a wheelchair, just extend that. So we have this great vision. But of course it doesn't happen without the community and without businesses. We're going to put Wi-Fi everywhere in Waverley, so that'll help businesses.
Definitely.
I think if we've got free Wi-Fi in Bondi Junction Mall, at Tama, everywhere, so that they just know it's there. At council, we're trying to make it easy and get rid of that horrible red tape if you want to start a business. So we know that if you want footpath seating, for example, I think you've got to tick off about 45 different processes in council. So we want to bring that down to 3 or 4. If you want to hold an event, do things, we want to make it easy to do business with. So I think if we get rid of all that bureaucracy, then it would be helpful to businesses if they wanted to come and start up in Waverley.
That's very exciting, and I love the fact that Waverley, you've put on, there's a designated economic development team now, which is actually the largest development team outside of the City of Sydney, so it's really exciting to be working with Waverley Council on this. Interesting though, obviously, big topic on the agenda is amalgamations. We have had a forum on that, but interesting to see your thoughts going forward on how we're going to fit into that picture.
Look, it's all in the hands of the people who run an amalgamated council. Bigger is not necessarily better, of course, but look at the potential that we have. So when you look at the industry and the health sector, so in Randwick they've got obviously the Prince of Wales Hospital, they've got the university, but we have all the specialists, so we can really build this business around the health sector in the new Eastern Council, whatever it is.
Yes.
So look, I think we will have more money and therefore we can focus better. We want to look at the tourism potential. In Waverley we've often looked at tourism as management of people rather than promotion, and we need to look at that and see how we can take this amazing coastline of ours and promote it a little bit better. I don't think anybody should be frightened. We'll really be able to promote businesses in all the different centres, be it Bondi Beach, Bondi Junction, Maroubra, which of course is the growing area, Randwick. We'll have more people, and we need to just make sure that we have the right businesses for those people and the jobs. So I think the potential for business in an amalgamated council is huge.
Sally, I want to say thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on being re-elected as Mayor for another term, and I look forward very much to working with you as the President of the Chamber of Commerce. But what an exciting time we have here in Bondi and Waverley, in fact, and looking forward to this amazing growth and this beautiful beach we have behind us.
You know, it's a great privilege to be the Mayor of this place. And so I'm thrilled, of course, that I've been re-elected. And I know that working together with the Chamber of Commerce, we can do anything to make this the preeminent sub-regional city in metropolitan Sydney.
Thank you very much, Sally. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed our special edition of Bondi Snapshot, and we look forward to seeing you next time.